What's up, Taiwan? Good morning. I'm Liao with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan's government plans to increase subsidies for families with children as part of an initiative to encourage more people to have babies. Starting in August, monthly childcare subsidies will be raised to $170. School fees will also be capped at $100. More aid will be given to households with more children. The government measures to lift the burden on new families follows 2 years of population decline in Taiwan. Remember Me is a documentary that has been nominated for 4 awards at the Taipei Film Festival. It sheds light on the views of ordinary residents living on the former military reserve of Jinmen Island, where people possess a very different political stance from many of those living on Taiwan's main island. Yu Jinhuang has more.
The opening shot of the documentary, Remember Me, presents a photo studio in Kinmen Island that used to rely on soldiers for business. This was back when as many as 10,000 military service members were sent to Kinmen to defend against attacks from China. The island of less than 140,000 people sits in the Taiwan Strait, just 2 kilometers off the eastern coast of China. But it is ruled by Taiwan that's located 300 kilometers away. This unusual geopolitical situation is what intrigued director Chen Xiuhong.
讨论到台湾跟中国之间的关系的时候，大部分都是文字的、口语的。那金门它特别的地方是它是视觉的，也就是说，金门曾经是战地，它为了台湾被中国攻打。所以它到处都是军事设施，一些碉堡啦、反登陆桩啦，或者是战车这些东西哈。
The history of the former war zone is told through the lens of 3 figures: a local photographer who survived frequent bombardment as a child, a Hagaman from Taiwan Island who met his wife while doing mandatory military service, and a Chinese woman who married a local resident. She now works as a performer at this tourist site, demonstrating how to fire artillery in front of visitors from her homeland. The filmmaker hopes that through the subject stories, viewers will reflect on the complicated relations between China and Taiwan. China considers Taiwan a breakaway province and has not ruled out the use of force to claim it.
抗中保台这4个字对金门来讲的话，他们是不能接受的。主要的原因是因为这个只要法理上的台独引发的战争之后，他们距离中国很近，他们一定是第一个被攻打的，所以他们不希望那甚至他们会有点情绪，他会说台湾是台湾，金门是金门。
The film focuses on an empathetic understanding of ordinary people, rather than choosing sides between one political ideology over the other.
那在这个时间的推进底下，所有的信仰、政治口号，哪怕你再虔诚，你的口号呼喊的再大声，你面对时间，你都是有崩解的一天。
But Hong's film may never be seen in China.
我也想去那边放，但是我的教育告诉我，我去那里放可能会回不来。
Despite the uncomfortable truth, Hong says his films are meant to help audiences see that beyond any political differences, all people are kin. Piper Yu and Eugene Huang for TaiwanPlus.
Now, Italy might be the home of pizza, but people all over the world have embraced the dish. And Taiwan is no exception. We meet one of the country's top pizza makers and learn how he perfected his dough-making skills.
家人是觉得说烤这种东西没有人能理解啊，而且台湾人又没有那么爱吃披萨。他说干嘛走这个？你倒不如选一个大众的口味啊，比如说什么面线啊，什么之类的。
It's impossible to know what life has in store for Zheng Yuchen. He never thought that his life would have taken such an unexpected turn after he started making pizza.
那拿破仑披萨追求的是什么？你觉得披萨的灵魂是什么？饼皮吧。
Zheng Yuchen, 27, owns a pizzeria selling authentic Neapolitan pizza. He got a part-time job at a pizzeria his sophomore year in university. Like many students, he just wanted to make some pocket money. He wasn't serious about making pizza until he was introduced to a classic pizza.
吃到的时候觉得好好吃哦，这什么东西啊？怎么可以这么好吃？对，而且我吃到的是很传统的口味那一种，觉得帕玛火腿啊、芝麻叶那一种，非常印象。我觉得，那既然我当外场，随着年纪大，你可能被取代，那我不如学功夫。
Driven by passion, he quickly got a hang of pizza making. After working in the catering industry for a few years, he thought he was ready and entered a competition. But he didn't get the results he was hoping for. But he quickly realized that maybe he still had room for improvement. And since he wanted to learn, he might as well learn from the best. He went to Italy to learn authentic Neapolitan pizza. Having to rely on student loans, Zheng didn't have much money, but he managed to save 100,000 NT dollars. He mustered up the courage to contact a world-class Italian pizzaiolo.
我觉得趁年轻啊，对，我觉得你这时候不走，不要给自己太多借口。对啊，赶快去，要去就去。
With the help of translation software, he wrote in Italian asking to be a learner at the pizzaiolo's restaurant. The gentleman generously agreed. During this month-long trip in Italy, he unlearned everything he had learned and started over from working with dough. Zheng was determined to get the details right. He went pizzeria hopping to observe different pizzaiolos' techniques. After he completed his training and returned to Taiwan, he fine-tuned the texture of his pizzas and had become more precise in his control of heat.
是我每天都会这样感受窑的温度啊，对，然后去练习哪一个位置，什么面团要放哪个位置。
Dough fermentation, shaping, and the color after baking are all contributing factors behind a successfully made pizza. 1 year after Zheng returned from Italy, he entered another competition.
那时候传统组我是做玛格丽特 STG， 对，然后创意是无花果。玛格丽特是意大利的经典口味，然后罗勒叶。那一定要记住，就是你去外面吃到玛格丽特，那如果吃它用的是9层塔，就不算是玛格丽特。
Zheng beat out contestants from Taiwan, Japan, and South Korea and took first place in the Caputo Taiwan Cup's traditional division and was the runner-up in the non-traditional division. However, the World Championship was elusive. Some people tried to cheer him up by telling him that being the only Taiwanese contestant to compete in Italy is already a remarkable feat.
拿到台湾冠军的时候，我觉得全部人都在看嘛。那我不想当那一种稍纵即逝的冠军，所以我才想到去日本世界第一的店在研修，对，挑战自己的极限到哪里。
The defeat was hard to swallow. That's one of the reasons he himself. In Italy, he learned to respect, while in Japan, his stamina and patience were best. His arms were so sore, but he wasn't ready to quit. As the only police, he found there was still a lot to learn. He used to be somewhat of a negative person until he saw so many pizzaiolos going beyond the call of duty to work toward a goal. Apart from proving himself, Zheng's mindset changed. He realized that making food that can win people's admiration and respect mattered more than fame. But how many people truly understand pizza? Zheng also needs to take market trends into account. Even though he's Taiwan's pizza-making champion, he often brushes up on his skills by practicing with his fellow pizzaiolos.
对，因为我觉得学不完，我一直在学习，到现在也是一样，没有满足的一天啊，因为面粉一定会一直出新的嘛。对啊，那你的技术就是要在进步啊，不然就是等着被超过而已。
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with images from eastern Ukraine with residents of Donetsk braving the dangers of the war to dance in the city's Central Park. I'm Leslie Liao. Take care and see you next time.